Dungeons and Dragons.
And junk drawer.
What's up, everyone?
Hi.
We're back.
What's up? How you?
Testing the audio at the same time. Hey, it worked.
Oh, sweet.
Wow. We sound great. We sound amazing.
Are back. We in here. We running it. DJ Khaled, don't copyright strike us, please. So, on our last episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Junk Drawer, we stayed in the mountain. We got out of jail, but we stayed in the mountain. We rode the elevator down for about the entire time. We met a new friend named Farkle, who is dead now. He's dead.
He lives in here, though. He lives in here.
He does live in there. So we met Farkle. It was a very one-sided conversation. He could understand Dremel, but Dremel could not understand him. And Alder said all the things and understood all the things until sweet, sweet death. We ended up jumping out of the elevator on our way down and got separated from our compatriots, the blind one and the big scary one, because, you know, that's what they're known as, I guess.
Street names.
Street names.
That's what I have written down in my notes.
The blind one and the scary one.
Street names.
We ended up taking a long rest. We all got the benefits of a long rest. But we are now under the guise and have the understanding that there is a troll, there are basilisks, and we are not in a great position currently. So if I can do one more thing before we get started, want to definitely shout out our friends that Carlos plays with. Carlos, you want to take this over there, big guy?
Sure. Yeah. Shout out to Random Encounter Productions. You can check them out on Twitch. You can check them out on YouTube, on Instagram. Random Encounter Productions, or PROD. And yeah, they do a stream every single night. If they're not going live, they'll normally be hosting someone who is going live and or hosting other shows that have gone live previously during that week. We are hoping that soon Junk Drawer will also be affiliated with them as well. So you can check out, and will be hosted by Random Encounter Productions. Yeah.
Also, shout out to Justin's other crew, Top Tabling, for dropping us in, letting people know about us last week. Justin, if you want to throw a little shout out to Top Tabling.
Yeah, Top Tabling. We greatly appreciate the posting last week. We play every Monday, every 2 Mondays, and then Friday. And we're also playing Wednesdays. So we'll be playing tomorrow as well for Waterdeep Dragon Heist. So very exciting stuff, really, really fun. And then when that's over, we have something else in the works. So lots of things happening over at Top Tabling. Just you got to catch up to see what's going on.
All right. Well, I don't have anything else. I think everybody else is kind of set. So DM, whenever you're ready.
So last we were all together, I believe we were just on the outskirts of the long rest when it was, correct me if I'm wrong, Alder, you were making a commune with the wilds, is that correct?
Yeah, I did a ritual cast of Commune with Nature, and that's when you let me know that there was a small ecosystem of cave-dwelling creatures, including basilisk, and that there might be a harmful troll ahead.
Okay, so you... I'm guessing are going to be communicating that with your party. So slowly you kind of breathe in as the long rest slowly starts to end, as I believe Thok had put a spiritual, was it guardian or pillar? What was it?
It was a spiritual guardian. I'm looking it up right now. Sorry.
So as the spiritual guardian is kind of radiating this light and you come out of your trance, everyone starts to stir awake as you are given this prevalent information.
Sorry, it was a guardian of faith.
Guardian of faith, yes.
One last question for you, DM, before we start.
Sure.
With taking that long rest, would my staff have regained charges?
Is your staff on long rests or on dawn?
On Dawn.
Okay, so, yeah, I would say if you want to see if you can recharge, it's a roll for it, correct?
Yeah, it's 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. So,
Okay.
yeah, which I used 5 charges, so it's fully charged. So,
Okay.
I just wanted to clarify that because I wasn't sure. Because technically, we don't know if it's dawn. So,
That's
We
fair.
are in a mountain. That's
You could
correct.
assume at some point dawn happened. I would say during your watch, it was already charged,
perfect.
so your timing might be a little off.
One
Okay,
other.
so-
Sorry, finish.
No, go ahead.
Cool. Same thing. I know Thok and I both have one of these wand of lightning bolts.
Yeah.
Do those recharge, or are they just stuck?
I believe we spoke about it last game. They are one and dones.
Okay. Do because I don't have it in my inventory. I just have it written down. What's the damage? How do we use
It is a wand of lightning. You can look it up on D&D Beyond, or you can add
Okay.
it to your inventory. Just know that it has 2 charges on it,
Cool.
as opposed to like the 9 or 8 that already have it.
All right.
I have it. I can shoot you the screenshot.
Oh yeah, please.
Rip.
Okay.
I
Any other
have
questions?
a rusty longsword, and I'd like to know, is it extra rusty today?
It's gotten a little wet from the precipitation and the humidity of the cave, so I would say that it's starting to get a little bit rustier. Like when you pick it up, like in your hand, you have rust water in your hand.
Love it. Perfect. It's going super good.
Yeah, it's going great.
Yeah, I love it.
Any other questions before we get started?
No, I think I'm ready to wake everyone up and start to let them know about the dangers ahead.
That would be very wise. Okay. So slowly all of you start to stir awake as Alder, you're doing, I'm guessing, assuming like some kind of pacing or something that's a little sporadic with this news that you were given.
Yeah, basically, I'm probably just going to be pacing back and forth, and I'm going to be pretty much utilizing druidcraft to just like put a fire in my hand and then put it out, and fire in my hand and put it out, because that's kind of the thing that I do when I'm nervous.
So go ahead, Alder, and roll a history check for me to see if you know what a basilisk is.
All right. Nope, I don't.
Okay, they sound like big pudgy doggies.
Sounds good. Would you say everyone's kind of stirred awake and they're gathering around me while I'm pacing frantically?
That's on your team, on your party.
Yeah, I would have already been up since I did my morning meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the last 2 hours, depending on when he found out, I might have caught up with him before everyone else woke up.
Okay, so give me a little, like, we'll see if you know what's going on, if Alder can give you the lowdown, the low girl.
All right. So I'm
All right.
gonna see you pace and be like, "Hey, Alder, you all right there?"
Well, define all right. Let's see. So, you know how I'm kind of like, I talk to the wild a little bit. Like you've seen me do it here and there, I'm sure.
Yeah. Farkle.
Yeah. So I did that, and I think there's some things we should be worried about. Those things that we saw when Burkhart collapsed the cave. And were chasing with us. I think those are called basilisk, but I got no idea what that means. So I don't know if you know what that is. And the other thing that the wild told me was a troll, but I know what those are. And I'm also really not excited about that. So I think we might be fucked.
DM, do I know what a basilisk is?
Go ahead and roll that history at advantage for me.
16.
You are familiar with basilisks and your previous journeys as a adventurer. You had run into them before. You know that locking eyes with them has caused some of your other comrades to turn to stone. And you usually try to avert the gaze. They're very hard to to pin down.
Would I know if putting on some sort of sunglasses or anything would prevent turning into stone?
You have seen someone try to avert their gaze through some kind of blind shield, and unless you're fully blind, it doesn't usually work. You usually have to avert your gaze from looking into their eyes.
Okay. Shit. Well, I'm less worried about the troll than I am them basilisks. You stare at them and you turn to stone.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Well, that sounds terrible.
Yeah. Arc would
okay,
have been
so,
real useful right now.
Yeah, no, we're 100% going to have to use this. Gonna have to cast some spells to get us through this shit. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to try and sneak around so that we can avoid them at all costs. I mean, I think we could take a troll, but oh god, I mean, they make you look small.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Hey, what if you do that nature talking thing you do? Talk to one of them basilisks and make him our friend. Then we can turn the troll to stone. Boom.
I mean, it's
Man, I'm
something
messing
that
with you. That's not gonna work.
I was gonna say it sounds like a bad idea, but we could try it.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
As Dremel says this, Alder, you feel very in the back of your head. You're like, no, this isn't a Bahir. That wouldn't work.
Wait, what?
In the back of your head, you hear, this isn't a Bahir. Talking with animals wouldn't work. I was making a joke.
I know, I get it now because you let that slide last time.
Correct.
Well, the good thing is that if any of us do meet its gaze and start turning, I can hopefully stop or reverse that process. So.
Oh, Thok, you're awake.
Can you guys quiet,
I'm not a
quiet
morning
down
person.
a little bit? I'm trying to sleep over here, please.
Donner, it's the morning.
How can you tell?
I
My
feel
scream.
it in my bones.
It's not good enough for me.
I'm closer to
Sorry.
where the sun would be, so I think I know what I'm talking about.
It's not my fault you're a giant cow, all right?
It's not your fault that I'm blessed.
No, it's not.
Okay.
You're right.
Boys. We got some serious shit coming on, so like, can we calm this down and try and figure out a plan?
What shit?
Well, apparently, those creatures. I talked to the wilds, and they let me know those creatures are called basilisks. And Dremel here says that if we make eye contact with them, they will turn us to stone. So that's something to watch out for. They also let me know there's some cool little ecosystems and some cave dwellers, but that doesn't really matter much. Yeah, no. The other thing they said is that there's a troll. And if there's anything that's going to be bigger and dirtier than you, it's that. So.
I mean, there's other giants that are quite a bit bigger than me, but I get what you're saying. I understand the sentiment.
Yeah, no, they're very gross, and I'm not excited about this at all.
Yeah, you get mean when you're scared.
Yeah, well, you know what? Like, I feel like I could die a lot, and I've already gone to jail, and I didn't like that, and now I almost died in jail, and I didn't like that, and now I'm out of jail, and I feel like I still am about to die. So,
Man, we could die at any moment.
You just don't like anything. Then
I like to be alive.
Yeah, but have you tried death?
You know, I can't say I have.
from what I've heard, you can talk to Thok about that, and he can tell you about it.
I don't think now is the right time. I think we have to figure out how we're going to get through this.
Donner, I'll say this: you, from your past adventures, you have fought a couple of Bahir before. It's not outside basilisks. You have fought basilisks before, so you're quite familiar with them, and you do know about the aversion of gaze. You know that they usually like to travel a little bit in packs. You can attempt to see if you can remember anything else about them. If you want to roll just a straight intelligence check for me.
Oh, I was hoping it was going to be history, but that's fine. I'll take a shot. Modded 20.
Modded 20. Okay.
Lucky as fuck.
You know that basically it can't really. They try to work onto the element of surprise. They usually, like I said, they travel in packs. The stone turning process doesn't take long, but there is a gap in between where you have locked eyes with a basilisk before and felt your legs lock up, but you've been able to kind of grit your teeth and bear through it. And you do know that they are very bitey. With your modded 20, I'll let you know that once you were fighting them in a reflective pool, and when one of them locked eyes with itself in the reflection, it mistaked it for another basilisk that it was unfamiliar with and tried to gaze at itself, which it just kind of stuck there. It didn't turn itself into stone, but they are very aggressive creatures.
I would convey that to the group and let them know probably not the brightest of creature. Do we have? Did we formulate a plan of attack, or?
Well, we have to keep walking.
Yeah. So, being that they're more, they want to surprise us. So, would it make more sense to alert the troll to our presence and keep the basilisks away with light, or would it make more sense to try and go through the shadows and risk a basilisk finding us?
I mean, my vote is through the shadows. I'd rather try and avoid all confrontation if we can. But that's me. Obviously, I can help us get through the shadows a little bit better. But
Yeah, I think if we go through the shadows and something goes to shit, then we can start throwing flares.
Okay.
Hey, DM, two
Yeah.
questions.
Sure.
About how large are basilisks?
They are medium in size. They have 8 legs on their body, so 4 on each side. I would say they're probably the size of, I don't want to say like horses. They're a little bit small. They're like pony size.
All right. And how reflective is my shield?
I would say it's fairly reflective. Like you can't really get an image off of it, but it's you can reflect light off of it. If you polished it a real good amount, you might be able to get some kind of mirror image off of it.
I was gonna ask the same question about mine too.
Okay.
Fox is a little bit more upkept. It's just it's been a few months since you've been able to polish your shield, so it's kind of lost its luster. But
Okay.
I would say there's at least some sort of reflective surface off of it.
All right. Then, knowing that, I'm going to turn to the group and say, hey, anyone have anything I can polish my shield with? Because Donner, you've conveyed that you can show the reflection, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, I had
maybe I can
the
do
sash around my waist.
that. Give it a shot.
Yeah, I take off my sash and hand it over.
Cool.
Can we do this while walking? Because if I remember correctly, we're not close to an exit.
yeah, and all of this stuff that could be happening is probably going to be within about 300 to 500 feet of us. So
Oh, man. Okay. So maybe
That's
we should
really
polish
close.
it up now.
And
I'm just
DM,
start polishing.
has the 8 hours since I casted the Guardian of Faith passed?
It's starting to flicker out.
Okay. Just to have an idea of time.
Mm-hmm. So, Dremel, as you're polishing and you guys are preparing for your journey, you hear the as the Guardian slowly dissipates. And have you lit any kind of torches, any kind of fire?
I was about to say this would be the perfect time for a surprise attack, and I'm going to cast Dancing Lights right like in between the group.
Okay.
I believe that's a cantrip.
I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. So I'm going to cast Dancing Lights.
Okay.
However, it is only for a minute.
I'm gonna say the orcish word for light, and you'll see that my mace lights up
Okay.
like a torchlight.
And so that's how much in distance?
I think it's 30. It's 30 natural, 60 dim.
60 dim.
It's like
Okay.
dark vision. I think it's supposed to be like torchlight
Okay.
or the light spell. Sorry.
Got it. So you see Donner. He kind of throws up dancing lights as this very slow, like lilting orb of light just starts slowly going by you as Dremel. You're just going to town. And shortly thereafter, Thok touches his mace as it emanates this light as if he's holding a torch of just radiant energy. Go ahead and roll perception checks for me, everyone.
20-foot radius, by the way.
24, huh?
20-foot sphere.
20-foot sphere. Okay.
While we're kind of sitting there, I'm going to kind of lean into Dremel.
Mhm.
Just be like, if there's no light, they're not going to be able to see in your shield. You know that, right? And we're trying to do this in the dark.
Yeah, but if they come after us and we have to throw some flares, then I have a shiny shield. And I cast dancing lights in my hand. Like, I can do that same thing. So,
Okay. I'm just making that they'd have to be really close to you and like lock eyes with it. It was like in a pool of reflection, not like this big of a. I'm just saying.
yeah, I've got a big shield.
Okay.
My shield is made out of wood.
Oh no, everyone froze.
Don't
Yeah.
have
No.
so.
Okay. So while Josh refreshes, the light that emanates, as you said, it's a 20-foot sphere. I'm guessing you're going to be the focal point in the middle, or you're leading.
I can be. That way everybody's in light.
Okay. So
In the middle.
go ahead and roll those perception checks for me.
Mine was a
I rolled
natural
a-
20 with a 29.
I rolled an 18.
Okay.
3.
4.
Cool.
Oh.
So the two bickering don't hear the very low, kind of guttural, almost chirps of the basilisks communicating with each other, which is forward to the direction that you're leading into.
Good. But me and Alder do.
You and Alder do, and with your natural 20 Thok, you at least hear two different ones communicating with each other.
Okay.
Would I be able to understand what they're saying at all, or no?
You can attempt to. Do you speak Basilisk?
Well, I mean, I understand animals, so that's more so what I was trying to gather.
You
What are
can
they
try to
considered?
roll a nature check to see if you can figure out what they're doing.
Do it.
Nope.
They're
That's
chirping.
a natural one. A natural one.
Are there cave birds in here?
I think so. Good old
The
cave
nature
bird.
roll completely outbalances the perception check.
Oh my
Your
god.
hawk kind of
Birds?
looks at you like,
No, they're not birds. I'm pretty sure it's two basilisks.
Okay,
Can I,
yeah,
like-
but I mean,
I have a question for you, Alder.
yeah.
Does your hawk have like a little mask?
I mean, I guess she probably would, yeah.
Would she?
No.
Convenient.
You might need
Well,
to make
I mean, I would say I would assume that she would have something just because of the fact that she was being kept up by Oz.
like a falconer's mask.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
falcons have masks?
Yeah, they wear like little like shield guards over their heads so they don't like fly off and like attack.
Huh.
hmm
Oh, like Captain Falcon. I get it now.
Anyway,
Quick question.
so
So
what's up, bud?
basilisks, would I know if they have dark vision? If they can see in the dark?
go ahead and roll another history check for me.
I'd like to jump in on that check.
Okay. So are you guys communicating this while you're talking about shields and in the dark?
Never mind.
About being in the dark?
I got an 8.
I got
Okay.
13.
But Donner, I'll let you roll it at advantage because you've had a history with basilisks. Or basilisks. Fuck. Yeah, basilisks.
basilisks.
You're right.
I thought I said Bahir again.
That is no better. That's a 9.
9. You're not entirely sure, Donner and Drummel. You're not sure to what extent. You think they might have it, but you're not sure if it's like 120 feet or it's 5 feet.
Okay.
So,
That's it.
So-
That's it for me.
cool.
If I see these things,
Yeah.
oh, hold on. Is this never mind. Talk amongst yourselves. I don't remember if there's a spell I can cast.
Weren't we
I-
weren't we trying to go in the shadows?
Well, I used to be able to cast darkness, but now that I'm a life cleric, I don't remember if I can or not.
Be really handy if you had a tiefling who could cast that, who was blind.
If only.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Those are one in a
thanks,
million.
Burkhart.
Got real shady up in here.
So while Thok is kind of like going through the Rolodex that is his mind, what are the three of you doing?
Walking.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're moving as a unit.
I'm gonna have my sword drawn because we are at least slightly aware of impending doom.
Okay. So are you on point? Like, are you charging? Are you leading?
I'd be close to Thok just because that's where the light would be coming from.
Okay.
I assume we'd be like kind of
Pretty close.
smushed together.
Gotcha. And then
Oh.
Thok, you're leading or you're in the middle?
I can lead.
Okay.
I mean, I would recommend putting out the lights and us trying to sneak through this.
So that was, by the way, a no, that I can no longer cast darkness because I'm no longer a grave cleric.
Mm.
Okay.
So again, yeah, I would recommend putting out the lights and trying to sneak through this because I could cast Pass Without a Trace.
And I have dark vision, so yeah, I don't mind leading, and I'll snuff out the light.
So as you snuff out the light, you hear that chirping. Like all four of you hear the chirping, this guttural throat chirping.
It sounds so good.
And then you hear
And
the scuttering.
I cast Pass Without a Trace so that way we can try and blend in as best we can with the walls.
Okay. So go ahead and roll stealth checks for me.
So everyone add 10 to your stealth modifier,
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. an additional 10.
Not great.
At disadvantage?
Right, because of the armor, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got heavy plate.
I got a 25.
25.
17.
Also 17.
Okay.
18.
Ooh. Okay.
That means
Really?
we all rolled terrible.
No, you rolled fairly decent. I just have to roll for the other one.
Plus 10 though. So we all rolled terrible,
Shit.
but we're saved.
Okay. So as you guys kind of start going down the hallway, attempting to really hug the walls, that chirping is kind of getting louder, and you hear this more communicating. Thok, you're leading forward.
Yeah.
At the very end of the tunnel, you see kind of this glittering, gleaming of these two kind of red orbs. As you're leading forward, I do need you to make a. I need you to make a save for me, bud. Make a con save, please.
Okay. Not bad. 21.
Yeah, that'll be okay. Let me see here. So, you start kind of feeling your body tense up as it slowly starts to loosen a little bit as you get a little bit closer to these two glittering eyes. Gonna communicate to your team?
Can I? Well, yes. I'm going to say. How many do I see? Is it just that one?
So far.
I'm gonna say that I saw the basilisk, and I'm gonna, as quote unquote reaction slash, I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna cast blindness
Okay.
on it.
Okay.
So you just hear me like mutter some words in Orcish and cast it. He has to do a Constitution saving throw.
Con save. Got it. And what's the save?
17.
You kind of see the reds kind of milk over to a pink before returning back to a deep ruby.
Fuck.
As it, I'm guessing you looked at it to cast the spell. No.
I had to. Yeah, because it says a creature that you can see within range.
So as you're looking at it and you see the milky gaze kind of go over, it flicks back up, and I need you to make another con save for me.
Damn, it doesn't like become immune or nothing.
Has a
Oh, thank
he's
God.
told us though, right? Thought
Yes.
you told us? Okay.
Oh yeah,
I look to the ground.
Okay.
thank God. 19.
19. Okay. You tense up again, but you're quite fine.
And I immediately close my eyes.
Okay. What else we
Fuck.
doing as we're moving?
I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna flit 15 feet around me, and if the basilisks get within 15 feet, then they have to do a save.
Okay.
You
All right.
you said that we could hear him communicating.
Yep. You can hear him chirping.
If so similar to Alder's question, if I cast Speak with Animals on myself, are they included?
What's the specification for speak with animals? Is there an intelligent modifier? Is there a certain?
No, it says you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters.
Okay. I would say if you cast speak with animals, you can attempt to communicate.
But I couldn't overhear what they're saying.
I think you can.
Okay, then I'll cast Speak with Animals on myself
Okay.
just to try to overhear what they're saying.
Okay. So you hear them kind of chirping, and you hear, because they don't really have a language per se. They don't have a concept of like, you wait here and I'll go find the others, like that kind of thing. You hear through the kind of chirps, you come to understand that the one to the far end of the tunnel keeps saying hold to an extent.
The one.
And the other one is not responding.
All right, I'll communicate that to the party as well.
Do we all have our eyes closed?
I'm looking at the ground.
All right.
I'm going to disregard everything everyone said to this point. I'm going to touch my sword and cast light.
Okay. As you cast light, are you still looking down?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just put this giant your sword up, and it emulates this kind of glow. Is anyone have their eyes open? Is anyone looking down? What's going on?
I immediately, as he does that, I look down.
And I put my shield up.
And you put your shield up. Okay. So I will say for, because there isn't a surprise for it. Okay. So you guys are keeping your gazes down and whatnot as
And
you're
I'm gonna
scuttling
move
through.
forward, yeah.
For visual, like, just out of curiosity, is Pelor associated with any animals or anything like that, like, that you know of? I'm trying to like describe how like my guardians look now, because they no longer look how they used to.
Right. I mean, he isn't necessarily associated with any animals in the respect of, like, you know, Anubis had jackals, and you know, Tempest has you know, swords and whatnot. I would say for Pelor, because his sigil is the sun.
Correct.
It would be either, I would say, I don't know if he's associated with something as far as an animal. I would say anything that was maybe bright and spry and energetic, something that brings hope, like a butterfly or any kind of avian forest bird.
A phoenix.
I wouldn't say no, not a phoenix.
Okay, then I'm just gonna say that like doves. Why not? Doves flit all around me, but with a light, like a yellowish glow. So whoever has their eyes open, you'll see them just flying constantly around us.
Mhm.
They won't hurt you, but they'll hurt anyone that comes within 15 feet of me.
Okay.
That's not my party.
Gotcha. So Dremel, as this goes, go ahead and roll a perception check for me to see if you hear them talking still.
6.
6.
Yeah.
Nah, you're okay. You just kind of
Oof.
hear chirping. You kind of hear the muttering. You're not sure exactly if you heard holds or whatnot. As you guys slowly start moving more and more towards the end of the hallway, and you hear this scuttering moving backwards. You hear Drummel. You hear something to the extent of drop. As behind you, whomever is taking point in the back, I need to know who it is, either if it's Drummel or Alder.
Oh, I thought it was Donna.
Probably. No, Donna was up at the front with Thok. It would probably be me.
Okay. So as you hear Dremel drop, Alder, you hear behind you a kind of a doom, thudding as, let's see if you get hit.
Oh no.
Does a 22 hit?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah,
As
that'll
you-
hit.
As you feel in your leg these piercing teeth just gripping onto your leg, and it feels like it's actually enveloping it. That is 11. So that's 11 points of piercing damage. Piercing damage, and 5 points of poison damage as you feel these teeth kind of sink into you. I'm going to guess from a knee-jerk reaction, you're going to look at what bit you.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I need you to roll a con save for me.
Is Alder within 15 feet of me?
Is Alder within 15 feet? I mean, I would say if you guys are packed together, arguably.
So then whatever bit him has to do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so is the spiritual guardian on you, or it's leading the pack?
It's a 15
No, it's
foot
spiritual
radius.
guardians. It's the
Okay.
guardians, not the guardian.
Guardian of Faith stays in one place. Spirit guardians flit around me constantly for 10 minutes.
Okay. So they need to make a con save?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay. What's the save?
17.
Okay. And then what happens on a fail?
On a fail, they take 3d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
7 plus 8, 15.
Okay. And you see it kind of light up as, what did you get as far as your save, Alder?
17.
17. So you start to tense up as it kind of gets distracted by this radiant damage, but it does still have your leg in a vice. So I'm going to say roll initiative for me.
Okay. And their movement is halved, by the way, in that sphere.
Okay. It's considered difficult terrain.
Yeah, for them.
How high is it?
It's just a 15-foot radius from me.
Okay.
Do we have a map for this?
It is going to be a little bit more theater of the mind since it's a little bit more congested.
Cool.
So, I mean, I have a hallway, but it just won't look as pretty.
All right.
In a hallway.
What's that?
I said we're in a hallway.
I mean, arguably,
Basically.
you know what? I can move it over. That's fine.
You want to do it?
So we will
Oh no.
move here. Give me one moment, please. Boop. Ugh. So go ahead and I will reposition you guys here.
Is this the Krusty Krab? Or
No, this is Patrick.
I'm not a Krusty Krab. Let me pull this here. Okay, so go ahead and give me what you guys rolled, please. Give me 20 and above.
21?
Okay, Donner. 15 and above. Cool.
Guys, killing me.
Oh, you wait.
Okay, 10 and above.
13.
Okay, Alder. Leaves 2 people. 5 and above.
5.
What'd you get?
4.
Drummer. 4.
And if you're okay, I'm gonna do that's the Spirit Guardian radius.
Perfect. So that is, yeah, that's fine. Okay. So it is Donner. It's your turn.
So I have no idea what's going. I would have just heard Alder yell.
Mhm.
Would I have heard anything else? Like what I would have heard the thump.
You would have heard the thump, the crunch, and Alder going, "Oh my God, it's on my leg."
Okay. And it's got him by the leg, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I was to come this way, right here, and take 2 swings at it,
Yeah.
would they be at disadvantage because I'm trying to avert its gaze, or because it's got his leg, I don't have to worry about looking it in the eye?
I would say it's at disadvantage because they are shifty little fuckers.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
yeah, if you want to go,
Yeah,
and
I'll
try
take
I'll
2
whack
swings
at
with
it.
the rusty long sword. That's not great. That is really good. That's unfortunate. 13 is the first strike.
So 13, you kind of hit one of the spikes on its back as it kind of Alder, you feel its jaw tense up on your leg. Go ahead and roll your second attack there.
All right. It's a 12.
12, you kind of whiffed as it again starts to tense up a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and we'll roll their turn. So do they have to keep making the saves, or they already have made the save?
At the beginning of their turn.
Okay, so
Or if they start their turn, sorry. In the sphere.
I mean, they can't really help that. So both of them are going to roll for their turn. I rolled double 16s for their initiative, which I find hilarious. Okay, let me see here for con. And what are the cons?
Wisdom 17.
Oh, I'm sorry, wisdoms of 17. Okay, and then what is the on the success? Is it halved?
Correct.
Okay, so give me the damage.
12.
12. Okay.
And it's radiant. I don't know if it matters, but
It could. So, okay. They both will take their radiant damage. This one is going to move in towards you, Thok, and it's going to also attempt to get yo leg.
that is.
It's certainly going to try here. Let's see here.
Come on, armor.
Come on, armor. Damn it. That is 22.
Yeah, that hits.
22 will hit. Nice for me. So are you going to try to grit this, or do me a favor, roll a con save to see if you look at it or not.
Even if my eyes are closed?
Do a con check, because I would assume it's human reaction if you get snapped in the leg or the arm that your eyes are going to try to jut open.
Well, that's a natural 1, so...
Cool. Go ahead and first you're going to take 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And you're going to take 6 points of poison damage, and I need you to make a con save for me.
Okay. Con save... 11.
Okay. So you start to feel your body tense up, and we will move on.
I have to do a concentration check as well.
Go ahead and roll that con.
That one I saved. 20, not natural.
20 natural. Okay, and then now it is the other basilisk's turn. and he is going to attempt to pull Alder into the dark. So go ahead and roll a strength check for me, Alder.
My sword is still lit as well, so he's going to have to pull him quite far.
He's got some speed. We'll see. Okay, go ahead, Alder.
Natural 1.
Natural 20. Let's start moving. So we're gonna
Oh
go
no.
1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop. And Alder, I'm going to need you to see if you can roll a con check for me. See if you can keep those baby blues or baby greens closed as you're being dragged across the cave floor.
That is a 16.
16. I'll say you're able to keep them closed, but your hands are over your eyes as poof, you feel your head kind of hit the back of a rock as this thing is dragging you.
Fuck.
Okay. Wait until I make it murder roll like an alligator. Alder, it's your turn.
Death roll.
Death roll.
Okay. I am. I'm just going to, with my eyes closed, since I know this thing is currently touching me. I know where it's at. I'm just going to reach out and just kind of throw my hand towards it, and I'm going to cast Blight on it.
Okay.
So he has to make a Constitution save.
I'm sorry?
He has to make a con save.
Con save. Okay. And what is the save for it?
17.
Jesus, with the 17s, guys. Okay. Go ahead, and what is the ramifications of a fail?
Fail is 8d8 necrotic damage. So let's
cool.
see what we get.
Go ahead and roll that.
11.
Kill it.
22. 22 plus 12 is 30, 34. And 41 points of necrotic damage.
Just gonna move that. Yeah, no, you ice it. You feel this as it just irradiates from the inside and just microwaves.
And then I'm just gonna be like, fucking hell!
You also have, cancer now, so.
I mean,
It's
someone
not
does.
diagnosed yet.
Okay. Alder, are you doing anything else?
I'm going to get up and start with covering my eyes, start walking back to where I came from.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm literally just going to, as I get back over to here, I'm going to say, yeah, I already don't like these fucking things, and then that's just going to be the end of my turn.
That's out of your turn. Okay.
No, and then I'll just say, 1 down.
Okay. Go ahead, Thok. It is now your turn.
Cool. I'm just gonna start freaking out and be like, it's on my leg, it's on my leg, and I'm gonna, since obviously I looked at it and I've already failed my save. Is it a disadvantage if I swing at it since I already see it?
Because you are restrained. Let me see here. You would have to. Your speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against the creature against you would have advantage, and your rolls would have disadvantage.
So my roll would be at disadvantage.
Correct.
Okay, then that's not what I'm gonna do.
That is correct.
Seeing that I feel shit. No, I don't feel shit.
Don't.
Oh God. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna swing at it to get it off my fucking leg.
Okay, go ahead and roll a attack at disadvantage for me, please.
Oh, that's a D12. What the hell am I doing? Well, that first one was a natural 2, so I'm assuming.
Okay, take that roll.
Yeah, and then great. And as my bonus action, since I have the Shield Master feat, I am going to shove the creature 5 feet from me with my shield. Oh wait. Yes. Okay. Yeah. 5 feet from me with my shield.
Okay. So
That's
you're going to push it 5 feet from you. Go ahead and roll a strength check since it's on your leg.
I am not using metal dice ever again. That is a 8.
All right.
And that's a lie.
It rolled a natural 9. So
Wolf.
you're still locked in there like a bear trap.
God
Could
damn it.
attempt to coyote it and just kind of bite your own leg off, but that's a choice on your next turn.
No, but would it be safe to say now that the shield, even though it's still on my leg, that I'm trying to like put the shield between me and it, so
Yes.
I can't look at it? Okay.
Yeah,
And
that's
yeah.
a safe assumption.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, cool. Let's see here. You are up, Dremel.
So, Thok's already putting the shield in front of his eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let me get my mouse working. I'm going to take a couple steps over here
Okay.
and cast Mage Hand.
Uh-huh.
With the Mage Hand, I'm going to bring it just to this area. I'm
Okay.
going to use the Mage Hand to grab its tail in an attempt
Okay.
to distract it away from Thok. Make it think that it's being flanked.
Okay. So go ahead and with Mage Hand, is there any kind of check or does it have any kind of strength or?
It says 10 pounds. Like if I'm lifting something, it can be up to 10 pounds.
Okay.
So I imagine it's 10 pounds of force.
Okay.
It has to be within 30 minutes or 30 feet of me.
Mhm.
Yeah, it just says I can basically do anything a hand would do under 10 pounds.
Got it. Okay. Anything a hand can do within 10 pounds.
Yeah,
So go ahead.
It can't carry more than 10 pounds. That's what it says.
Okay. I will say go ahead and make a strength check to see if you can shove it.
All right.
Do it. Don't do it.
That'll be 19.
19. Let me check. Boop. That is a 18. Good job. So you're able to push it. So where do you push it at?
I guess I would
Pull it.
I'd pull it away from Thok.
Okay, so it's still in Thok's still in its maw. So I will
not toward. Well, yeah, let's do it toward me. That's better.
towards you or okay. So go.
I mean, could I pull it so that he's not in range?
Well, it has Thok restrained.
Oh, okay.
So you would be dragging Thok with him.
Okay. So I did not distract him.
No, it's on there like a bear trap.
Motherfucker.
Okay. So
Okay. Yeah. I only pulled him 5 feet.
Pulled him 5 feet. Okay. So, Donner, you're up, bud.
With this pull that Dremel did, is the basilisk's neck kind of exposed? Do I see it?
I would say you do see it. You do see also that it's got up to Thok's knee, where its jaw is. And he's got a big knee.
I'm gonna take 2 hacks at it with my long sword.
Okay.
Is this still at disadvantage?
Are you looking at it?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So it won't be, but go ahead and roll a con save for me.
Okay. Con save is 1,000,000. It's 25.
Okay. So you feel you kind of tense up as you bring your sword down. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
First one was a 21,
Okay, 21 will hit.
and the next one's an 19.
19 will hit as well.
Perfect. So let's kill a fucking snake thing.
Do it.
20 point. Oh, I can reroll 2. Yay! It's not much better. 22 points of damage.
Altogether?
Yep.
Okay. So, with 22 points, it is now Basilisk 1's turn. It is going to unhinge its jaw and let Foxleg out.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Sack
It
it.
got a natural 18.
Okay, so half of 15. 8.
So 8. And it is going to scuttle 5, 10.
Would Sentinel work on this? Since I'm using the shield to block its vision from me?
I would say if you can use it as a reaction.
It is a reaction.
Okay. See if you can. So Sentinel, so it just stays at 1 or 0?
Well, if I have to hit it. That's the thing. Like Sentinel, I would have to swing as an attack of opportunity when it runs away.
It would be a disadvantage because you were still getting all on it.
Okay.
So if you want to, you can attempt to.
Take the shot.
Why not? Oh, still not bad. It's a natural 16. Where the hell is the mace?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Plus 9.
That'll hit.
Oh, God, I haven't hit anything with my mace in so long. Where the hell is it? 1d6. Oh, that's it. Plus, okay. 11 bludgeoning.
11 bludgeoning. So as you kind of come down, it kind of lets out this weak chirp as you crush its head in. I'm going to just move this here for now. And as of right now, there are no basilisks. And so you have a minute to breathe.
During that minute, do I still feel the effects, or is it just...
We will get to it.
Okay.
As you slowly hear, as you feel the cavern kind of shake.
I cancel light immediately. As soon as I feel that first, like, I turn it
I will
off.
say when we get there, we're still in initiative. Alder, it's your turn.
Okay, guys, I don't know if you heard that, but I think we have a troll coming. You canceled light. I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace and kind of suggest that we get ourselves into a formation to maybe keep moving.
Do we know what direction it came from?
It would come from this direction. This over here is, in fact, a dead end, so it does J-hook.
All right, so we came from over there.
Correct.
All right.
Well, then I think we really don't have much of a choice but either wait for it to come to us or us to go to it or try and just hide from it. So,
So
let's just try and sneak past it.
as you are talking, Thok, I need you to make another con save.
20, not natural.
Okay. So you feel the effects of the basilisks slowly start to wear off as your legs kind of have give again and you're able to move again. Anything you want to particularly do on this turn, I will allow.
Like,
In order?
I'm sorry?
Are we going in order or just?
It's still, yeah, we're still in initiative order.
Okay.
oh, got it. I mean, I would just follow the rest of the group. My spirit guardians are still up, so yeah, like I would try to stealthily, if that's what we're doing, stealthily move with them.
Okay.
With your spirit guardians, we really can't be stealthy because they're bright lights. So
But no, they're not. They're just doves. So if it's dark, it's like trying to see a bird at night.
Okay. I'm just rolling for the next encounter. So give me one moment. I'll give you a chance to formulate.
well, guys, there's going to be another encounter.
All right.
I'm down to try and sneak past it.
Hey, does anyone know what trolls eat?
Everything.
But what's like their favorite?
DM, I would know that, right?
Yeah,
Due to
I would
my
say you would
prior
know
profession.
what they like to eat. They like to kill and eat almost anything. In some cases, which is most, other trolls.
I would convey that to the group.
Trolls are pretty big, right?
Yeah, very, very big.
All right.
Like bigger than you in height and bigger than me this way.
Yeah. Okay. Is it my turn in initiative yet?
I'll say yes, so.
All right. Then as we're forming up, I cast my minor illusion
Mm-hmm.
right here, and I make it look like a healthy but frail prey animal, something alder sized. It's
Okay.
alder. I make it look like alder
Okay,
Why?
you make.
Why would
Alder.
you do that?
because I'm trying to distract him. If we're gonna sneak by, maybe he'll look at that and be like, "Num num num, I'm gonna eat that shit."
Yeah. So you're gonna make me see my own death. I appreciate that.
Just
Could
don't look at it.
in seeing that, could I cast dancing lights over in that area to try and like draw some attention to it?
Sure. You guys can keep attempting as much as you want.
Perfect.
Okay, so Drummel, you finish your turn. As you move, so we're moving as a unit.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So is it looking like this, or am I wrong?
Yeah, I'll be lead this time.
I
with Falk a little backed
would
up.
say we should probably keep Alder in between everyone because you're the most hurt, right?
Oh, I mean, it's probably between me and Thok.
I would also
But-
go this way with us because otherwise we're kind of in front of the illusion.
Yeah. I want to sneak
Okay.
on the wall.
And if we're stealthing, I'll drop spiritual guardian or spiritual, guardians.
Okay. So as you all kind of move, I will have you all do a group stealth check.
Wolf.
So again, add 10 to it because 27.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
12.
Okay.
19.
19. All very good things. Let's see how they do.
Or the DM.
I haven't rolled yet. That wasn't even my DM dice. What the fuck was I rolling? Okay. Oh, okay. So, what kind of transpires as you go more into this moist, dank cave? The drippings of cave water coming off of the stalagmites into oncoming pools of water. Donner, as you creep in, you're starting to see this. There's more and more different kind of cave vegetation of these different spore mushrooms as you're all creeping forward and forward in. And at the middle of the this kind of circular room, you see jutting out a hallway to the right. You see these very alert tails kind of whipping around as you see this haunched figure of this troll. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, Donner, since you're looking at it.
Fuck. 6.
6. You see it, and it just looks like it's just muscle on top of muscle, and it's this kind of greenish gray color as you hear.
I lean back to the group and I go, "It's really big and strong."
Yeah, but I bet it's dumb.
I don't
kinda
like this.
do I recognize the spores?
You can attempt to. Go ahead and roll a nature check at disadvantage for me.
Oh, it's not the worst it could have possibly been. 14.
14. These are relatively larger than normal kind of spore mushroom kind of vegetables. You haven't really seen much of them. You've seen occasionally smaller versions of it when you were in the elevator shaft, but you're not too well versed in the mushroom and what kind of spore it is.
And I'll lean back again and whisper to the group, Dremel, it's big Fockles.
Oh man, do I know anything about the mushrooms?
You can attempt to.
All right, come on, Farkle. Is that nature as well?
Yes.
All right, natural 20.
Natural 20. So I'll say with your natural 20, you're able to identify that these are smaller versions of what you saw in the elevator shaft, but they're not of something that you've seen before.
Okay, so I have no idea if they're spores or anything or poisonous.
You do not.
All right.
I'll whisper to them, if you want, I can try to banish it for a minute. Send it to another plane of existence, potentially. If it works.
Yeah, get that shit out of here.
How many times can you do that?
3.
I mean, 3 minutes means we could get pretty far from here, I think.
Well, I still think if I'm just sending it to another plane of existence and it just comes back, would it still be sleeping?
I don't know if it's sleeping now. It could just be like breathing really loud.
Also true.
Could be, yeah, could be a mouth breather.
I know the feeling. Yeah, why not? Let's give it a shot. Fuck it.
I'm gonna, as he gets ready to cast banishment, I'm gonna pull my sword out again and get ready to cast light on it, as if it disappears.
So I will say, as you start to kind of lurk forward and Thok, you ready the spell, you hear it kind of this deep bellowing voice as it speaks to you. Does anyone speak giant?
Nah,
I do.
Dremel should.
Yeah.
Shramel does. As everyone hears this guttural sound, you hear, Zengu smells your fear. We are hungry. And you hear another, yes, hungry.
Oh. All right. So, are they far enough away that I can whisper to the party?
We've been whispering at this point, so
Might as well.
I just I kind of look to everyone and I do this. I'm like there's two.
Okay, so we will actually go into our initiative order that we had previously. Donner, you're up first.
Can I?
I'm very excited for this encounter, by the way.
I'm gonna hold my action for. I will mirror, whatever the next person does in the order as far as movement, and again, if I see the troll
Sorry.
get banished, I will cast light on my longsword.
Cool. So, interesting. So, are we still here or we've moved a little bit forward?
I'm exactly where I am.
Okay.
Somebody else is choosing to move forward.
No, we're keeping order.
Okay.
Also,
I'm counting for myself.
okay. How
Uh-huh.
tall are trolls? This is like general trolls.
This is a normal troll is it's huge in size. So it is. God, sorry. I'm trying to I gotta keep up the suspense here. A troll height is usually about 9 feet tall.
All right, so 9 is like the average.
At 9 is an average.
Okay.
Cool. So Donner, as you're kind of on the outskirts, you see this green arm kind of crunch into the soil as it kind of adjusts itself. You see things actually coming off of it. You actually see more basilisks crawling off of it. As you see this other arm, its left arm kind of grab towards the soot and rock and pull forward. And you see these two arms as another one kind of as it's pulling itself up. And we are going to start moving on Zengu's turn.
I'll whisper back. I'll be like, this is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare.
So
this is a
we have
nightmare.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Holy balls!
So you see this thing lurching forward. And you see this abomination. You see the voice, Dremel, that you were hearing before is actually this face that's on the side of its abdomen as another piece of this arm is jutting out. It has about 5 arms.
About?
Oro?
From what you can see, is about 5 arms as this troll breathes in, and you see its eyes flutter in the back of its head as it goes, fear. And it says it in common as it's going to go ahead and attack. So let me know if any of these hit, okay, Donner?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Miss.
In Elvish, I'm just like, it's not a regular troll. It's not a regular troll. It's not a regular troll.
I can't understand you, elf.
What's your AC?
Low.
Yikes.
It's low?
Yeah, it's low.
Okay. I'm gonna go through all of these.
Jesus.
Let's just hope I rolled low enough for you.
Die.
I'm gonna go low and I'm gonna work my way up. So 14.
Miss.
Cool. 19.
Hit.
Cool. I'm gonna kill Pat. 21.
Hit.
Okay, cool.
Well, if he's ever gonna die, at least he has a life cleric right behind him.
30.
Hit.
Okay, cool. So 2 of them missed.
When the
All
DM
right.
laughs, that's all.
I'm sorry. Okay, so the first one's not bad. Sorry, the first one's just a bite. It's gonna be fine.
Perfect.
Okay, cool. It's 12 points of piercing damage as it bites at you.
Ow.
Okay. And then we're not gonna do its ultimate attack.
Ultimate
So-
punch.
I need more. It's you laugh, Josh. So that's 9.
Level 10. Level 10.
9, 6, and 2. I rolled low. 9, 6, and 2 is
17.
17 points of bludgeoning damage as 3 of these arms just kind of hit into you as you are pushed a wee bit back there as this troll is breathing. It is actually, I'm going to open up the area to you guys so you can kind of God, because you'll need it. You'll need to formulate a little bit of a plan here. Let's put this here, and we're just gonna whoop. Did it open? Can you see things?
Nope.
No.
No.
I didn't do the right thing. I'm sorry. New platform. Who
Oh,
dis?
there it is.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
Okay. So that is the end of Zengu's turn.
I'll look up at him as I'm like wiping blood from my mouth and look at him and go, my brother hits harder than you.
Okay, and then we have 5, 10, 15, 20. So the basilisk here is going to move. Luckily, they don't move too far. It's actually going to crawl on top of Zengu here. So boop, he's going to be on his shoulder. So we have now a little basilisk buddy. Cool. Go ahead. Whoever is looking at the great and mighty Zengu, roll a con check.
Check or save?
Save. I'm sorry. Level 10.
Level 10.
24.
Okay, 24. You're good.
7.
22.
Dremel.
14.
So Dremel and Thok, you start to tense up. You are both restrained as the basilisk on Zengu's shoulder starts to petrify you guys. So now it is Alder's turn.
Oh, shit. I guess I'm going to move over to here, so that way I try not to do any damage to any of the people in my group while I try this. Fuck. And
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Retcon, it's just Thok.
okay, just Thok is
It's restrained.
getting petrified.
Mhm.
Okay,
I'm
so
restrained.
For now.
what I'm going to do then is I'm going to reach to my side and out of my pouch I'm going to grab a little bit of water and pour it into my hand, and I'm
Mhm.
just going to start swirling it together and swirling it until you start to see there's just a massive storm brewing in my hand, and I'm going to cast Tidal Wave out towards out from right in front of Dremel, and it goes out 120 feet. So it's
Okay.
a dexterity save.
So we need Donner and Zengu to make dex saves.
No, if it's going to affect Donna, then I'll move here.
I also think that we don't have any water. I thought he said that they emptied our canteens. But I could be wrong. It's been...
I mean,
And it
then I'll
goes out
spit
as
my
a
hand.
cone, or it...
Its range is 120 feet, and the area you conjure a wave of water that crashes down on an area within range.
Okay.
So actually, no, I could still stay there, and I could cast it in front of Donner, so it doesn't affect him. Area can be up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. So the Basilisk and Zengu?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it would get to the one that's further behind him that I probably can't see.
Okay. And what's the save?
Dex of 17.
Okay. So you see the Basilisk shoot off of Zengu as he just fucking strong arms it. You actually see
so
it like he scoots back like slightly and rocks back forward.
Okay, and it's going to be on a failed save. It's 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so this basilisk is actually drowned, which might be a bad thing for you, Mike. Those are his friends. Alder.
Thank you.
Okay. So we will say 4 is out. Alder doing anything else?
I use the rest of my movement to go right back here.
Okay. So we will move 5.
I really did need to move in general.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. So this basilisk is just going to move here. Thok, go ahead and roll another con save for me.
Motherfucker. 6.
This is going to be hard times, daddy. So, as you watch Thok, he slowly starts to... His body tenses up more and more as... Thok, you are petrified, my guy.
Completely?
Yeah,
Shit.
you didn't make the save.
These fuckers do it fast.
It's
Okay.
the initial one, and then at the start of your turn, you can make a second one if you want to, if you can. So you are incapacitated. You can't move or speak, you are unaware of your surroundings. Any attack rolls against you are at advantage. You automatically fail any strength or dex saving throws. You have resistance to all damage, so that's nice. And you're immune to poison and disease because you're a statue.
All right. And I'm assuming, since I had like prepped the spell but never cast it, did I keep the slot?
Which slot?
Because I was gonna cast management, but it never happened.
Yeah, I would say you still have the slot.
Okay, then cool. I look pretty.
You are very pretty.
Okay.
There's a
Congratulations. We get to
shock
see that.
of. No, there's more fear on its face.
Oh,
Okay. So we are done with Thok. Okay, Basilisk 6 is going to move, and that is 5, 10, whoops, 15, 20. Oh no!
yeah, I just lost Justin.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
me
pressed
too.
back on my mouse. It has a side button, and I accidentally clicked it as I was moving the basilisks.
The one person that could probably cure petrification just got petrified.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to figure it out, Summer Sanders. Okay, so we are back. So the basilisk is about there. Drummel, you're up.
Damn.
You are down a healer.
Yeah. Does like part of me wants to try to reason with him, but those claws say they're not to be reasoned with.
All 4 arms.
Yeah.
Do not reason with him.
All right.
You can try to Jimmy Neutron Brain Blast and see what hurts him. I'll give you that.
All right.
Go ahead, Jimmy Neutron. Go ahead and Dremel Brain Blast. I need you to roll a straight intelligence check there, bud.
All right. Brain blast.
Big brain boy time.
17.
17. So from your history and your past readings, you know that trolls usually are very resilient. They are susceptible to acid or fire damage.
Let me see if I have anything of fire.
Said the Iceman.
I know. Yeah, I was hoping maybe I had some in kind of an ironic kind of way.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a step here.
Okay.
I'll also I'll say it kind of out loud, but kind of leaning toward Alder, and just say fire and acid, and I say that out loud in common.
Okay.
Or I'll say it in. Yeah, I'll say it in common.
In common, I was gonna say in giant. They're gonna be like, "The fuck did you just say?"
No, it would have been Elvish, but I also want Donner to know.
That's a good idea.
So
fire and acid. What are we doing on our turn, Dremel? Just that?
no. I'm gonna make a move.
It moves.
I'm gonna use Moonbeam.
Okay. Give me that sweet, sweet moonbeam, baby.
So that is a.
Also, this Mamma Jam is about like 15 feet tall. He's very big.
He's very large.
Kind of assumed that.
Okay, I just wanted to let you guys know, and for the viewers at home, with my very nice visual.
So I can't disguise self and look like him to confuse him.
You can definitely attempt to. Do you think that's going to work, bud?
No, because I can only go 1 foot taller.
So no.
A normal
Unless you
troll
want to
would've
pretend to
worked.
be a baby troll.
Dad? All right.
Right.
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam. So I scrape the side of the wall, get a little bit of dust, and
Hell
spit
yeah.
into my hand, and I Moonbeam, like right on his head,
Right on his dumb head.
on his stupid old head. So it's it is
Go ahead. Can you draw a shape like Carlos did?
I can. Let me find.
Shapes.
Yep.
So that's when he starts his turn in the moonbeam, correct?
Yes,
He
I
takes
believe
damage?
so.
He has to make a dex save, correct?
Yeah, Dex save
Okay.
14.
Okay, so I just need you to be on that when we get to his turn, just to remind me, because I'll probably forget.
All right.
Anything else?
I will bonus action Shield of Faith.
Okay, and then remember, guys, you can always bonus action
Are
cry.
those 2 concentration spells? Because you can have 2 concentrations up at the
Oh,
same
Shield of
time.
Faith, concentration. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Okay, then never mind. I will bonus action
Cry.
As you see, your friend Thok, that you worked so hard to get out of the jail, is now a statue. We're at the top of the turn order. Donner, you're up.
Okay. Not a lot of options here. I'm going to. I'm just going to be gonna attack the legs. And about how high is that little mini head from where I'm at? About 6'6".
So you're 6'6". I would say on him, if he's at 15, I'd say it's about 10 feet up.
Okay. So I'm gonna attack, I guess, the legs first.
Okay.
Try and like sever something important.
Yeah, go for it. Go ahead and roll a attack for me.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
And I'll attack again. And that is not a natural 20. That is a 13.
13 will not hit, but go ahead and roll the natural 20 for me.
Do it.
And re-roll that. Wow, I rolled a 1, and then I rolled it again, and I rolled a 1. So,
Okay, cool. So how much damage is that?
hold on, I'm rolling my next die. That is 17 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
That
is
and
a very palpable hit.
I'm going to close my eyes, center myself, and take my action surge. Wait a second. Wait 1 second. I don't know. I didn't reduce a creature to 0 hit points. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, that's I'll burn my action surge and take 2 more swings.
Go for it.
My longsword.
Okay.
It hopes to give him hepatitis of some kind. That is that's a natural 1.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Gonna want to go ahead and roll that second one for me?
Yeah. And that's a 14.
Both miss. Okay, cool.
My dice are terrible.
So I'll say with the first one, you're actually able to cleave off a good chunk of his leg. You actually are almost able to get through the other side of his thigh before you kind of come back and snap forward, but it actually bends back in a very unnatural way as the weight can't support the leg can't support the weight of the troll anymore as it snaps back and bows as you kind of hear this deafening crack and roar. Unfortunately, you're unable to get any more hits because of the weird movement that just had happened.
And then I'm just gonna go.
Okay, cool. So as that happens, go ahead. It's actually Zengu's turn, so never mind. Zengu is going to slowly start to stand back up.
Gotta do the
baby
wisdom save first.
That leg. Yeah, I'll do the wisdom save. Fuck it, I'll do the wisdom save. Okay, that was a...
Oh, I'm sorry, it's a con save. Con save is 16.
Okay. It was an 11.
Sweet. So that's 3d10.
Of radiant damage?
I believe that's what it looks like.
Yes,
Okay.
radiant.
Go ahead and roll that as he gets up.
7, 5, 6. So that's 18.
Okay. Minus 18. Okay, so he is not at the perfect height. Okay. So 147. So now you know his hit points because I got distracted. Let me see here. So he is there, and you actually see him, like I said, baby the leg. He gets hit by this radiant light, and it just looks like it only gets him more mad as he, with the 2 of his arms, he repositions his leg as the ligaments start reforming on it as his leg starts to wiggle back on. And then he is going to zero in on Donner and Dremel. Okay, so first, because Donner's already there, we're going to split this down to, let me just do Donner, call even or odds.
Odd.
Okay. Sorry, Dremel. So you are going to take the bite and one of the claws. So
So he's 10 feet away and he's attacking?
He's 15 feet tall, so he's got a reach.
Okay. I have Polearm Master, which is when they're within 5 feet, I get an attack. So I want, like, if they move within 5 feet. So I just wanted to know if that applied.
Yeah, no, he'll come up to you.
Okay.
So let me see here. For the bite, Donner does a 16 hit.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then does a 23 hit.
No.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do the bite first. That is a 11 of piercing.
Okay.
And then let me see here. That is 5 poison. And then let's see here. 1, 2. Okay, and then that is 7 points of slashing damage as one of the claws comes at you.
Okay.
Okay, and now we're going to move forward. If you would like to take an attack of opportunity against Zengu, Donner.
I would very much like that at the weakened leg, if I could.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Okay, go ahead and hit again.
Okay.
Sorry, Donner, you are definitely
Eating ass.
All right.
Eating some Zangu ass right now.
Trying to move you up
24.
there. 24 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. He's just very big. He's going to be over you, buddy. Damn it. I can't even move Donner. That's how big Zengu is. I'll put him back. Okay, cool. You said how much?
24.
Okay. Fair. Get ready to meet God. Let me know if... Oh, you said you had Polearm Master. Go ahead and get your attack on him.
Does an 18 hit?
18 will hit.
All right, then that will be in my D8. 7 points of damage.
Cool. So I will just put 7 here. I will add it when you guys formally. So he is going to go and attack you with 3 arms. So let me know if any of these hit. How much hit points do you have?
Enough.
That's a number, Dremel.
71.
Okay. I just want to keep it in mind as I add these. So does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay, cool. 28 and 28.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I need more D6s.
Ugh.
Did I mention this was a deadly level encounter?
What? No way.
Adds to the mystery. Okay. Hold on. It's not like a lot. Okay. That's not bad. You'll be fine. You take 19 points of piercing damage.
Nothing.
And wait.
Mm-hmm.
I have to add for his strength. So that is, I said 19, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. 19 plus. So 31 points of damage. As all 3 of these arms just go down onto you.
Oof.
And you hear the other basilisks here as Alder. It is your turn, big guy. Also, do you need to roll concentration for Moonbeam?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
roll
does.
that.
Yeah.
It's whenever I get hit, right?
Yeah, roll that.
Yeah.
Roll that 3 times.
Oh, it's one for each? Dang.
Yeah.
Well, it's one
Yeah.
for twice because you only got hit twice, right?
Oh, you're right. Twice.
Yeah, what do I have to beat for it?
10.
10?
a 10 con check.
Check or save?
Check.
Alright. I have to get a 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. First one was 10.
Okay.
Second was a 3.
So that on the second one, it just hits you so hard as your moonbeam dissipates.
How do I get rid of it?
Okay. So
Alder, you're up, big guy.
then it's my turn. If I do a quick little glance at Thok, are even all of like his pouches and stuff now stoned over?
Yes.
Well, then there goes that plan. All right.
While you do that, I'm
Oh.
going to add up the damage. So I'm giving you some time to formulate. It's not long because it won't take long.
Yeah, no, because I have the ability to cast Greater Restoration. I just don't have the components to do it. So if I could get his components, I could cure Thok, but
What are the components?
diamond dust worth at least 1,000 gold pieces.
I thought it was 100.
Oh, sorry, 100. I misread.
Yikes.
Yeah. So, well,
Yeah, it says it on petrification that all items that are non-magical, all non-magical objects that it's wearing become as solid as the figure.
So, I mean, his mace is there. That's cool.
Yeah.
Is your
Mace-
mace
yeah,
magic?
no,
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Lightbringer from the Pathfinder, or not Pathfinder, from Fandelver.
Cool. So you see
Well-
that Thok actually has a lot of neat stuff on him.
I do.
As you hear,
That's fun.
And Dremmel's like, fuck.
So then my second question is going to be, does it look like Donna really kind of opened up a wound on his leg?
For now, yeah.
Okay, well, if I could see that there's still an open wound there, I am going, as you can see, I moved myself up, and I'm going to go ahead and scratch my face real quick, and you're going to see my teeth grow and my nails grow, and I'm going to cast Primal Savagery on myself, and I'm going to attack the wound.
Okay, you're moving in.
That's going to be an 18.
18 will hit. Can you, Alder, can you control Alder on the map?
Yeah, I moved him in.
Okay. All right. Yeah, 18 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage for me.
Okay, let's see here. It's going to be 12 points of acid damage.
12 points of acid damage. Good job. Okay. Minus 12. We will go to Basilisk 5. That sounds like a cool sci-fi name. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Put that bad guy there. Thought, never mind. Basilisk 6.
Oh,
1,
why do you do that to me?
3. I have to rub it in a little bit. I got to make you guys hate me. And it is going to attempt to bite Donner. Because you're hurting its daddy.
That's a head. It.
Well,
Got it.
you know, a good daddy is a safe
Deal.
daddy. Does a 15 hit?
That is my armor class.
C. So that is 10 points of piercing, and we've got 6 points of poison. How you looking? How's everyone doing?
Little rough.
I think we've been better.
Yeah,
I look
Yeah.
great.
I'm okay.
Thok looks like a work of art. It is Drummel's turn.
I miss you, Thok.
Yeah, so
I would say something, but I can't.
Hard times.
I know that you heard me, though.
You can.
so my
No, you
knowledge
can't.
of trolls, they're not the most intelligent, not the most wise.
Yeah, trolls aren't too intelligent. They're very perceptive, though.
Does that mean they're wise?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm gonna try. I'm gonna cast command
Oh.
and on Ozark. What's his name?
Zengu.
Ozark. Okay. I'm gonna cast
Not his name. He's gonna make you say his name.
in giant to Zengu.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point and say flee.
Okay. What's the save?
It is. I lost it. 16.
Its wisdom save is a +5. It rolled an 11, 16.
Is that good or bad? That's bad, right?
That's bad. It made the save.
Boo.
It goes.
And now he knows that you're dead.
Zengu. Pat looks upset. Anything else, Dremel? Bonus action cry?
I'm gonna bonus action Shield of Faith.
Good idea.
And what is his? What area does he take up? Does Zengu take up?
Zendu takes up.
Like, is it 6 or is it 9?
It's 9. He takes up 9 squares.
So is he in my?
He's
space
3 by
right now?
3. Yeah, he's in your space, I would say.
So if I take a step to my right, will I get an attack of opportunity or no?
I mean, he will as well, but yeah.
Well, that's what I'm asking because I'm not leaving his area. I'm just like taking a step over.
Taking a step to the left. I mean, he'll still be in your range, so you wouldn't get an attack of opportunity.
No,
against him.
I meant he won't, right?
Not that no, I don't think so.
Okay, cool. So Shield of Faith, and then I just take a step over to shield Thok a little bit.
Okay. So Donner, before your turn, because you messaged me, I need you to make a wisdom save for me.
3.
You attempt to do what you do, and nothing happens.
Perfect.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Is that my action?
If you're attempting to do any kind of spell,
Yeah, that would have been what I would have went for. So
cool.
Yeah,
Anything else?
that's all I got.
All right. It is now the almighty Zengu. There's all 4 of you here. I mean, it's going to be easy pickings for Thok. So, let's all take an arm, guys. Bop! So we have here and here. Okay. So I have we'll move in clock rotation, or yeah, clockwise. So we'll start with Donner. Donner does a 17 hit.
Yes.
Cool. Put that to the side. We will move on to Alder. Alder does a 28 hit.
Allegedly.
Cool. Let's see here. Dremel does a 14 hit.
No.
And then Thok does a 24. No, I'm just kidding. I know it hits. So,
It's an advantage if it matters, by the way.
okay, let's see if he crits and breaks you. Pop! He doesn't.
Good.
He lives here then. So
I think we
first,
knew he lived here.
first will be Patrick. Sorry, Dremel. You take or Dremel. Donner. Fuck. You take 14 points of slashing damage. As we will move on to Alder. Sorry, Alder. That is 15 points of slashing, and then I'm just gonna say that Thok gets pushed back. I'm just gonna see how far back. As you start cracking a little bit, and you actually hit back. He hits you hard, 50 feet, so you smack into that wall, baby. As he tries to club down on Dremel, and he misses, because he is just so excited.
Do I deduct any damage, or? Because it says that damage dealt against me, I have resistance while I'm petrified.
So you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you're smacked against the wall.
Okay.
Can I get petrified? Is that against the rules, or
That you want to get petrified?
I was kidding.
There's a basilisk next to you, so you can
Yeah, I
make
know.
the save. So we will move on to Alder's turn. Boop.
It's just gonna be like, shit. Oh, God. All right. Is from the last time that I attacked that wound? Is it still open?
It is slowly closing, but it's not at the rate as the sword wounds are.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go back at it with primal savagery.
Mhm.
That's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
And that's gonna be 13 points of acid damage.
13 points of acid. Okay, so 13.
Because I'm noticing he doesn't like that as much.
Yeah, no, it's fair. Give me one moment, please.
That and also Dremel told us so.
Bingo, bango, bongo. Okay, so he is a little wear for tear. Yikes! You're hurting my monster.
Yikes.
Not as quickly as I would want to.
Jinkies. Okay, so it is now Basilisk 5. 1, 2, 3. He's gonna move under. Bah! He's gonna go towards Dremel. He's gonna bite you.
No.
No.
Also avoid his gaze.
Yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
Make a con save.
But I wasn't looking at him.
You weren't looking at the thing that was biting at you?
Nah, because I know what it is.
Okay. So you know what? Because you're
Oh man, I
not
think it's
advantage on it.
okay.
Just kidding. You're good. So it's actually Basilisk 6's turn, so it's going to go after Donner. And that is a natural 19. It's just weighing you down, baby. Okay, so that's 3 piercing, 10 poison. As this thing latches onto you, and I'm guessing you're not looking at it as well?
No. I knew it was there, and I knew what it was probably going to do, and I kind of want it to latch on to me at this point.
Okay. So, Dremel, it is your turn, sir.
All right. So this section here is both the basilisk and our friend Zengu, right?
That is correct.
All right. Then I'm gonna throw up another moonbeam.
It'll drop your shield of faith, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna throw that right here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step back here to try to give Thok a little bit of cover.
Okay. Good plan. Okay. And now it's Donner's turn.
So this basilisk has bitten me, right? It's
Yes.
like on my body somewhere.
It is on your body.
Where exactly?
I would say it's bitten you on your leg, but it hasn't latched on.
Okay, so I would like to pick it up by the throat
Mm-hmm.
and put it on the wall and call out to Zengu.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have it by the neck, and I'll take the sword
Mhm.
and slowly put it towards its stomach, and I'll be like, Zengu, this is your child, yes? If you don't leave me and my friends alone, you're going to be down one more child. I'll take it right here.
Go ahead and roll a intimidation check on a troll.
Okay. Cocked. 21.
21. Okay. That is a very palpable hit. Are you holding your action?
I'll hold my action to stab in the stomach, based on his next move, and I'll let him know we mean you no harm. But if you continue to hurt my friends and I, we will be forced to take action.
Okay. And Drummel, you're pretty far away, right? But you can, I'm guessing you'll be able to hear as you see him study what Donner's doing. And then if you would like to, because you're kind of, you know about giants because you're half giant yourself being a furbolg. If you want to roll that sweet history or nature, as you know what the nature of trolls are.
13.
13. You don't know much, but you know trolls are like fuck they babies. So he's gonna go ahead and yeet. He's gonna go ahead and smack Donner. You can go ahead and try to knife it. The Behir. Fuck the basilisk.
26.
26, you're able to knife it, and these are little babies, so they don't have a lot of hit points, so they go whack.
So did the troll swing it at Donner?
It is his turn, so I'll make him do the wisdom save.
I believe it's a con save.
It's a con save?
Yeah.
Okay, so it got a natural 17.
Oof.
That is not great.
So is
So-
that half or is that no damage?
That's half.
All right.
So give me half.
10, 2, 14, 7.
7. Okay. So you start seeing pieces of it start to ray off through this moon beam, but you see it slowly piecing itself back together. So it rolled a natural 16 and 19 for you there, Donner.
Both hit.
Both will hit.
Yeah.
So that is the first one, which is... So the first one will be 20 points of bludgeon.
I'm out.
Okay. It's still gonna do the damage on you there. I don't think I'll get your full max damage, so I don't think you'll die automatically. And okay, so then you take another 14 points of damage as your body is now limp. As it's going to move forward because it still has 3 more attacks, and it's going to move over to Alder.
Yay.
Okay. So I'm just gonna roll all 3,
Okay.
and we'll see where we're at. 17.
Yeah, that's my AC.
That is the lowest I rolled.
Great.
So we'll do the bite first, and then we'll move our way down. So we have... Oh, I was rolling the wrong one. I'm sorry. Boop. So that is 9 points of piercing.
Okay.
And then we'll do the claws. You're really lucking out with these claw hits, man. So that's 10 for the first one.
So 19.
And then that is... 12 for the second one.
31 points total. Oof.
Okay. That is the almighty Zengu's turn. Alder, you're up. As Donner is now limp in front of you. Falk is now made out of stone. And it's you and Dremel hanging out, just like old times.
Gang.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to try and create some space between me and him, and I'm gonna throw up a Hail Mary.
Okay.
And never mind. I don't think that will work. No, just kidding. That won't work. Because the casting time on it's 1 minute, not 1 action. Shit.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay. Let's try what the other Hail Mary would be.
You got this.
The actual prayer, is that what you're?
Mother Mary.
Mother Joseph.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm right over where they're at, since there's just the two of them left. I'm going to spit in my hand again and then pinch some dust together and start rubbing my hands together. And I'm going to start making, rather than a tidal wave this time, I'm going to create an ice storm up in the sky. So I'm casting Ice Storm.
Okay.
They need to make dexterity saves for me.
Dex saves. Wow. I had a 3, and the basilisk got a nat 20.
So the Basilisk will take half damage. You said the other one, you said the Zangu failed?
Zangu did fail.
Okay. So the creature takes 2d8 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 cold damage.
Good.
And the area is going to become difficult terrain until the next turn.
Okay.
So let's see here.
Give me the bludgeoning first.
That's 8 points of bludgeoning.
Okay. Give me that cold.
It's that's 22 points of cold damage.
22
I
points of cold
rolled
damage.
really well on this.
Well, I will say this, Alder. If you didn't have a target on your back, you do now.
No, I know. And I don't have really anything else that I can do.
As little baby Basilisk 6 is very hurt and upset, but still alive and a baby. Wow.
I did the wrong thing. I should have done something else.
Did he just start his turn, though?
He did start his turn, so let's make that con save. Pop! He got a natural 6.
So that'll be 7 plus 4. It's 11 plus 6. So 17 points of radiant damage.
So as it lurches forward, it gets voiped out into the baby sphere.
I didn't do it. It was him.
Yeah,
Dremel.
It was me. And I say that in giant.
It's your turn.
My turn?
Yeah, baby.
If I
Got
was
it on the ropes.
if I were if I were able to get here, would I get advantage from flanking with Alder?
Yeah, you could attempt to get there, yeah.
All right. Well, I'll bonus action Misty Step
Okay.
right here. And then I'm going to attack with my polearm.
Mm-hmm.
So first attack is a 2 plus 7, 9.
Okay. 9 will be a hit.
And the second would be a 10.
10 does not hit.
Wait, okay.
I'm sorry, is that the damage?
No. That was rolling. Oh wait,
Oh,
wait,
so
wait,
9 won't hit. I'm sorry.
Wait, you said I did have advantage?
Yeah, you have advantage.
Okay, so the first one was just a 10.
Okay, then 10 won't hit. My bad.
Okay. And that one it's 25.
25 will hit.
All right. So with this attack, I'm going to dump a level 4 smite into him as well.
Flick, yeah.
So let's see, my spear is an 8.
Let's get that sweet damage,
Somewhere
baby.
Rufio has a slow dance chubby.
He's like, well, I have the weirdest boner.
So it's 1 plus 4. That's 5, 9, 17, 20 plus 3. So 23 points of damage.
23 points of radiant.
No, it would be piercing for 10 of it, and the rest would be then. I believe Divine Smite is radiant, correct?
Right.
Yes,
How many? How much did you roll for a level 4 smite?
4, right?
For what?
D8s?
You got 10 off of 4d8s? Because you said you rolled, what is it? The damage dice for the spear itself, right?
Right.
Which you said was 10 piercing, and then you said you gave me 20 altogether, right?
I think it was 22.
22.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, I didn't
then
roll
12 of it. Okay. I just want to be sure. With like 4, I'm like, sorry.
Yeah, I've not been rolling amazing tonight.
That's okay. You all haven't been rolling amazing, but you know who has been rolling amazing is Zengu. So first we'll go to the Donner round. Donner, go ahead and roll me one of those death saves for me, bud.
I don't have to do that
Why?
because of the item I was given to start the campaign.
Oh,
I
So-
stabilize at the beginning of each round.
there you go. You kind of see as Donner's breathing starts laboring, there's this sheen that kind of clicks as his breathing is normalized. Okay.
Some dead guy he is.
Not a great dead guy, but you know what is a great dead guy? All of you.
Thanks.
Um,
Ooh.
I'm just curious, where are all your hit points at?
I have
0.
28 left.
40.
Dremel? 40. Well, Dremel, you might be the last hope here, bud. So I need.
I put mine on Thog.
You got it on Thog.
It's the green bubble. When you
Alder and Dremel, I need both of you to make dex saving throws for me. Get ready for the ultimate punch, boys.
15.
Oh, Natural 20.
Okay, cool. So Alder will be getting half damage, so you might make it. I need the dice app again.
Oh, what's the ultimate punch? What's the ultimate punch?
Not the bees.
It's pretty bad. You said you had how much, Alder?
28.
Okay, cool. And how much did you have, Drummel?
40.
Yikes. Okay, let's see how this goes.
Boo.
Mm. So, Dremel, you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage, and Alder, you take 10 as it starts whipping all 4 of its arms in a cyclone. Power! Ultimate power! Okay, it is Alder's turn. Oh, I forgot to do
Okay.
my little con save.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to do his moonbeam.
My moonbeam. I got a natural 16.
Damn it.
Do me a favor. Roll that
Well, he takes half
concentration
damage.
check. I still take it. Yeah, just give me that, but also roll that concentration check for me when you're done.
It'd be 7, 7,
Pain in my ass.
3. So 17, half of that. Is that 9?
Yeah.
Concentration check. Fuck. That's a 4.
Okay, so that drops. You are here. Alder, you are up. I hope you guys do a good chunk of damage this upcoming turn.
Woo! Go team!
Oh, just wait.
Okay.
I'm waiting for my ultimate weapon.
Your ultimate punch?
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Watch.
If only you guys had a guy with a really big gun of fire. You could have had, guys could have had this in the bag. All right. Give me that sweet move, Alder.
I'm now throwing the ultimate Hail Mary. And I am going to take my Staff of the Woodlands, and I'm literally just going to look at him, and then in Sylvan, or in Elvish, I'm just going to say, and now you die. And I'm going to smash it into the ground. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Wall of Thorns, but have it do a 20-foot circle around him, so
Okay.
that way he gets stuck inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to make a dexterity save for me.
Dex save. Got it.
Is Donner caught in the wall?
It's a great question.
He would actually, the way that I kind of put it It looks like no.
I mean, he's at his feet.
Is it 20 feet or 10 feet?
You create a wall of tough, pliable, tangled brush bristling with needle-sharp thorns. The wall appears within a range on a solid surface and lasts for the duration. You choose to make the wall up to 60 feet long, 10 feet high, and 5 feet thick, or a circle that has a 20-foot diameter and is up to 20 feet high and 5 feet thick. The wall blocks line of sight. So he would be... I would make it so that like either he's inside of it and unaffected by this, if I can.
Okay. I will give it to you, but next time it might not be the same case.
Understood.
Okay. So he didn't make the dex save. He rolled very low. So what are the ramifications?
So that is going to be 7d8 piercing damage.
7d8.
And while the spell is up, he would, obviously be limited by movement and can't see through it. So that's 16. Plus 9 is 25. Plus 13 is 38.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's going to be 43 points of piercing damage.
Okay. 43 points of piercing damage. Alder, how do you want to kill Sengu?
Well, as I said, I was putting it down saying, this is where you die. And now, as I cast Wall of Thorns, basically what happens is you just see this shooting up of thorns all around him. And as these vines come up, you just see the thorns piercing into him all the way up until one finally goes directly through his jugular. And you just hear him go, ah!
So, Dremel, knowing troll boys, go ahead and roll that sweet intelligence for me. You're out of initiative, so you're good.
All right. That'll be a 14.
Okay. You know that without fire or acid, you can't fully kill a troll. It's just incapacitated for an unforeseen amount of time.
All right. I communicate that to Alder.
So you guys are on borrowed time as Zengu is immobile and dead.
How much time do you think we have? Because I could drop the Wall of Thorns and I could just keep flooding him with acid damage if that'll kill him.
I mean, that's up to you. Unfortunately, I'm not going to just give it to you. So
I wasn't communicating with you. I was communicating with Dremel.
Dremel, you wouldn't really know because you haven't seen a troll this big before.
Yeah, man, I don't know. It could be 5 minutes. It could be an hour. As I say that, I pump 10 lay-on hands into Donner.
Okay. Donner, you wake up and you are seen, met with the gaze of the face on the side of Zengu as its eyes are rolled into the back of its head. And its tongue's like out like... Bleh.
What? What? Hi. What?
Look,
I
we
killed
don't have
it.
a lot
We
of
have
time.
to go.
What about Thok?
I start going over to Thok and I pick him up. One of my traits is that I'm considered large when I'm carrying things. So I imagine I do that with relative ease.
Yeah. You put Thok on like a backpack.
Are we doing things rules as written?
Why?
Because petrification makes me 10 times heavier, which means I'm 3,500 pounds.
Jesus Christ, Thok.
Hey,
Stop
you're the
having
one that
snack
turned me to
kids.
stone. Like,
you didn't make your save.
This is your fault.
So, Thok is 3,500 pounds.
Okay, how much can I carry? What's large?
Not 3,500 pounds. Go ahead and talk
then I'm
amongst
just
yourselves. I'll look that up.
I'm just gonna say, does anyone have any diamonds?
I do
Check
not
on your
believe I'm a rich boy.
No.
Because I have I have 100 gold pieces. I just don't have 100 gold pieces of material components.
I'm gonna take out my torch
Mhm.
and I'm gonna light it and just start lighting every piece of this troll that I can.
Okay.
Um,
So it's gonna take you a good amount of time to start breaking him down, but you can start like hacking him and start like putting them in piles and trying to burn them. So
I'm
I'll just
gonna
move-
I'm gonna grab some torch light as well, and I'm gonna light up the thorns around him so that it just creates this big bonfire of troll nasty
Okay.
grossness.
What I'll say for brevity's sake, because I don't want you guys doing it in the middle of a hallway, because then you'll just suffocate and die. I'm gonna just move him here, and then I'll just have you guys, excuse me, here. Anyone staying with Doc?
No, because I already
I
committed
mean,
to what
yeah,
I was
I'm working
doing.
on him.
So
Yeah,
I'll do.
they're committed to that. I mean, I'll stay by him to see if there's look around to see if there's anything that I could get off of him to try and help me get him back.
Okay.
Because, like I said, I mean, I don't have the.
Okay.
While we're burning him, is there
Mhm.
is there anything on his person that would be of interest to me?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
18.
18. Amongst him, you see different kinds of decay and different kind of quote unquote snacks that he may have, which are just usually different kinds of appendages of things. You do actually see some old troll. You see some basilisk, just anything that he's been able to kind of eat. What I will say is, let me pull up a table for you, and I'll let you roll a D100.
Come on, Diamond Dust.
Yeah, that'd be really cool, right? Dungeon.
While you're doing that, I kind of walk to the other side, away from where Dremel is, and I'll get down on my knees and in a very low, quiet voice, I'll kind of talk to him and just be like, listen, I know that you were just protecting your home, you're hungry. I'm sorry that my group and I came in here, and I'm sorry that it had to end this way, friend, but I hope you find peace on the other side. And I'll just kind of sit there for a minute and kind of mourn for him, and then I'll get up and walk back towards Thok.
It's really sweet of you. Okay, so Dremel, I found your table. Go ahead and roll a T100 for me. See what you get.
I got a 55.
Okay,
55.
interesting. So you got a spell scroll at 2nd level. So let's see what you got. Greater restoration, greater restoration. Because we're
That's
gonna
on second
have,
level.
I know it'd just be funny if it was.
It'd be amazing.
Let me see here. 2nd level, and then I'll probably just do another table. Or what are you doing during this?
Who?
Alter?
Okay.
Oh,
It cut out.
Oh, sorry.
yeah. No problem. I guess I'm just gonna. There's nothing I can do to Thok to get him back. Is there a way that petrification can end?
You go ahead and roll an Arcana check for me, and then Dremel, go ahead and just roll a straight D20 for me. A D20 and a D10.
I rolled a 19 on my Arcana check.
Uh-huh.
I got a 27.
27. Okay. You find a scroll of see invisibility.
It's pretty tight.
Okay. So with your 19 Alder, you know with petrification, there are certain kind of rules with it. You know that there's usually certain beasts that petrify. They usually have counter kind of acts. You're just not sure if basilisks have anything, but you also know that a greater laceration spell will definitely heal him.
In my travels, would I know of anything having dealt with basilisks before?
You can go ahead and roll a intelligence check to see if you can remember.
Thought, did you really want to play in this campaign, or?
Apparently not. The way I rolled.
I'll let you roll at advantage.
Okay. It's just not a strength for my character. 15.
15.
Yeah.
You remember something with basilisks. It's either the eggs or the blood, when kind of concocted correctly, can be used as a solvent for the petrification. If you rolled higher, you would have figured out which one.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. Then I'm gonna go over to Alder and let him know that I can't quite remember which one, if it was the eggs or the blood, but we need to find basilisk eggs like now. And
Well, we have blood here. We killed like 3 babies, so
yeah,
we could-
no, that's why we need to find eggs, because like
Well,
we have the blood.
let's try seeing if the blood works before we try looking for eggs.
But it needs to be in like a special. It needs to be done like special, right, DM? Is that what you said?
You don't know what the components are. You don't know if it needs to be boiled, or you could just do it straight. Does it need to be hot, cold?
Something with the blood. Just here, you use that baby who is currently room temperature. I don't know, and put it on the.
Well, I mean, I can heat it up too. So, okay, yeah. So we'll put some of the blood on Thok and see if
Okay.
that does anything.
You start smearing blood all over the Thok statue, and nothing kind of seems to be happening at the moment.
And then I'll use Druidcraft to create a little fire in my hand to see if I can heat the blood up to see if that helps.
It starts cooking on him.
Okay, all right. So that doesn't do it.
Then I will run back into this room where I really never left,
Okay.
and start looking for basilisk eggs.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation. Dremel, what you doing, man? Besides burning this troll.
That's kind of just what I'm doing. I'm sitting on top. Are these mushrooms sturdy enough that I could sit on top?
They're huge as fuck. Yeah, they're very sturdy.
All right, then I would have climbed on top of one of them, and I'm just sitting there kind of meditating on him dying.
Okay. So as you meditate, go ahead and roll a wisdom save for me.
Oh, no. 16.
16. Okay. You hear in the back of your head a voice that is very unfamiliar to you, very softly. Eggs crushed, boiled with the blood will reverse most petrification.
And just kind of in my intense staring meditation, I kind of start repeating eggs crushed, boiled, eggs crushed, boiled, and it kind of gets louder and louder as the fire crackles louder and louder.
Okay.
To the point where like Donner can hear me.
Okay. So you start hearing Dremel just in this heretic kind of chanting of eggs crushed, boil.
My intelligence is a +1, so I'm just gonna kind of be like, that guy's fucking crazy.
What was your investigation while you're looking for eggs?
18.
18. So it takes you a minute, and you actually start moving the carcasses, and you start thinking that you start opening these basilisk carcasses up, and you actually see in one of them that they had an ovum or a uterus that is kind of full of these basilisk egg. Very young, so it's not quite fully developed eggs, but you might be able to use them.
Okay. I will take as many as I can carry and very carefully start walking back to Alda and just kind of stare at Dremel as I walk by.
Okay. So, Alder, you also hear this chanting coming from inside the cavern as Dremel is meditating.
And then I guess Donna walks in. I'm gonna be like, you got any idea what Dremel's going on about?
I mean, he's staring at fire and just chanting these kind of crazy random words, and it's getting really loud in there. It's actually kind of distracting.
I mean, yeah, it's distracting, but he's also, I don't know if you picked up on it, but he's kind of yelling about what we need to do.
I mean, we don't know that. It could just
I mean,
blood.
I mean, he's saying eggs crushed, boiled with the blood. Do you want to try boiling the crushed eggs with blood?
I mean, it's worth a shot. I mean, I don't know.
All right, well, then we'll try crushing up some eggs in. If we have something that we could boil it into.
Okay. I would say you have like a small pot or.
Yeah.
I use
cauldron.
a basilisk skull. I'll just bring the skull and like.
So he's bringing the baby skull.
I hold it out like a little bowl.
So I will let you, because Alder, you're running it. I'll let you do a Arcana check at advantage because Donner is helping you.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's a 7.
At advantage?
At advantage, I rolled a 7 and a 5, and I don't have a modifier.
They start to burn up as you give it too much heat, so you might have to recollect.
Well, you did. If you said it was a cooking check, I did that in the prison. I'm pretty good at cooking.
We ain't cooking slop, my guy. Start investigating for more eggs and blood.
All right.
I grab Alder by the collar and I pull him close. I say, "Look, we need this guy to get out of here. Don't fuck this up again." And I let it go and I run back and keep looking for carcasses and eggs.
I will say for brevity, it takes you another at least like 15, 20 minutes, but you're able to reconvene and bring together the eggs and the blood again. Alder, roll again at advantage, your Arcana check.
In DM, he's saying, "Don't fuck this up."
16.
16. So it starts to bubble and gelatinate as you start smearing it over Thok's forehead. And a few moments pass as Thok, your consciousness slowly starts to come to as your eyes kind of flutter open. Your breath comes into your lungs as the petrification slowly wears off. Now, you've been out for a good amount of time, but with the petrification, you are in a much weaker state. So I'm going to give you 2 points of exhaustion there, bud.
Ooh. Okay.
Pray I don't give you another. But you are all together. There is a passageway out of the troll lair. If we would like to take it.
Waking up,
hidden with on this campaign, you weren't holding punches.
I was still holding punches, maybe.
Everyone. Oh, you were. I know you were.
Ultimate punches.
Now that I see everyone, how did everyone look?
Everyone looks fucked.
Terrible. I look like I've been through.
Dremel is in a weird chant where he's throwing torches at this troll body, and he's just screaming eggs, boiled,
crushed eggs,
blood.
boiled blood.
Is it still burning?
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely still burning.
And I'm still watching.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you calmed down though from your chanting? Or are you just kind of now in a kind of comatose state of just staring at the fire?
Yeah, I would have sensed that they did what they needed to do. So now I'm just intensely staring at the fire, just watching it die.
Perfect.
I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Perfect.
On everybody. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Where's the third one? Sure, you. Everyone's gonna heal. Oh, stay in the damn tray. Okay. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28. Everyone's healing for 28 hit points.
Good.
That makes things a little better.
Then I heal for 35.
Okay.
Cool.
So, with all of you in this room, go ahead and I'll roll perception checks for me.
10.
Natural 20 for 29.
Okay.
16.
14.
So I was kind of hoping it would go this way. So, Alder, as this is all kind of happening, you feel at your ankles kind of wind picking up, which is interesting considering you're in a cave and there's no wind flow. As you kind of start going towards the focal point of it, you kind of end up at this junction at the wall. And you see that through the kind of rock formation and the stalagmites that it looks very breakable.
So I can feel wind coming from here, and it seems like it's. I'm like, hey, beefcakes, the strong ones.
What is that? I like cake.
I'll come over.
You guys are all stronger than me. I can't punch for shit. Come on.
Where do you want me to punch?
No, you guys feel. Am I seriously the only one that's feeling wind coming through this wall?
With my 16, would I feel wind coming through the wall?
No.
No, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, but you can at least tell by looking at this that this wall looks weak, right?
DM?
Go ahead and roll just a regular investigation to see if you can surmise that.
15.
You can see that there are weak points within this wall that, when hit in the right spot or hit with something strong enough, it could crumble.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a weak wall and there's like weak parts.
Let's break it down.
I'll take the pickaxe and I'll start hacking at the wall.
Think smarter, not harder. I'm going to take the soft clay and smear it on the wall and cast stone shape and make a 5-foot tunnel or like a 5-foot opening.
So as you say, work smarter, not harder, you see this kind of chasm open up where it looks like it's going down. And as you listen, you can actually hear running water.
Oh, that sounds so good.
I still hit the wall with the pickaxe.
Just to make a point, you're like, kink.
You did so good.
Well, I think that we might have to follow through this. This might be the way to get out of this hellhole.
Okay.
Okay, who's going first?
We jumping in?
Is the body still burning?
Body is still burning.
Then I'm still watching. So I've not been privy to any of this.
Okay. So I will say one by one, you all kind of jump into the river where Dremel, you're the last to kind of sit there. Anyone going particularly last to see if Dremel's following?
I'm gonna go last just to leave the pickaxe by the smoldering remains of this troll, because this is where I'd like to leave this chapter. So the pickaxe feels like it helped us get out, and I'd like it to stay here.
Okay.
And I'll kind of look at Dremel and I'll be like, are you coming, ice cream?
How far are you?
I'd be like, so if everybody else is gone, I'd be like, here.
Yeah. How tall are the mushrooms?
I'd say they're about like 10 feet. Like they're fairly tall, but you're able to climb up, like hoist yourself up.
Okay. Then I just say, not till it's done. Not till this fucking asshole is gone. Done. And I'm still
Dremel,
staring at the fire.
And I'm gonna move kind of closer to him. I'm gonna be like, are you all right?
I'm fine. I just don't want this to come back and get us.
I think you're worrying about something that's out of our hands, mate.
No, I know. We kill it with acid, we kill it with fire. And it's dead. And I'm not going to leave it alive so it can come back to bite me in the ass.
I feel like there's a deeper meaning to all this, but look, we came in his home and we were not invited. So I understand the frustration and the anger, but he was just trying to survive. Just like we are. And I'll kind of just like give him a nod and be like, I hope you follow here shortly, friend. It would be a shame to get too far ahead.
And as he says that, I finally break my gaze with the fire. And I look at Donner. And I still have rage and a tinge of betrayal in my eyes. And I nod. And I hop down off the mushroom. The body's still burning, right?
Yeah, it's still burning. It's crackling. It's starting to turn into char and charcoal.
Do I see any bone remains, any claws, any teeth that I can grab?
I'll say that you're with a quick. Go ahead and roll investigation. I'll see what you get.
9.
You're able to procure a few teeth. Everything is very hot. At some point, the teeth start popping, like popcorn.
All right. So I reach and I grab those teeth.
Yeah, and you feel this scalding hot onto your palm as you grab the teeth.
And I stare at it. I clench it tightly for a couple seconds, just so I remember what had happened. And then I cast. Can I cast a light version of frostbite to cool them down, so I don't hurt my own hand?
I'll say for brevity, yeah.
All right, then yeah, I do a light frostbite to cool them down.
And here it's.
And I put them in my satchel. Grab a couple mushrooms, just different varieties around us.
Yeah.
Put them in there, and still that look of anger in my eyes. I walk past Donner, and I put a hand on his shoulder, and I say thank you. No eye contact. And I start walking, and I go to the edge of the cliff. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, it's a cliff onto a water chute.
Okay.
And I shove him down.
Where are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna push him.
Hold on, let me see. What were you gonna say before you get shoved?
Well, I was gonna be standing there because I thought you were still standing here. Look back and say, "You coming?"
And then I shove him in the. I'll run up and shove him and dive in after him.
So as you shove and you smack him, Drummel, you kind of hit your back onto the sleet and shoot forward. We'll follow you as you hit this water bank. The water is cold and tepid. This cave water, you're very familiar with how it smells and tastes from the prison as you're just taken away from this current. It seems like minutes pass as you shoot out of this very tall waterfall as you crash into another pool of river. It's more of these intersecting as you're moving down towards this mountain, and eventually you get to this riverbank where both Alder and Thok are kind of sitting at the edge of it waiting for you guys to kind of pull out. It's been about 5 or 15 minutes considering how many different odds and ends you guys took, but you soon see Drummel and Donner both pop out of the end of this reflective pool that is on the side of the mountain as you, for the very first time, start hearing birds chirping. And you start hearing the winds whip your face as you're soaked to your core. as you have escaped the mountain. And with that, we'll end tonight's session.
Hey, Thok, we got out of the mountain.
Hey, I'm just glad I'm not stoned there.
Yeah,
I was
You
so
were
useful, y'all.
You're so stoned.
you're so stupid.
Hey.
Well, thank you guys for watching. This was episode 7.
7.
Yep.
And we will be back next week, same time, same bat channel. Thank you Top Tabling for your support and lending us Justin. Thank you Random Encounters for lending us Carlos and for your support. Thanks to everybody here. What's up?
If I may, I just wanted to say, because I haven't gotten a chance to before, with all the wonderful maps here on Roll20, I've been using the same person's wonderful maps, the prison, the cavern. David Hemingway makes a lot of really cool terrain, and definitely show him love. They're really reasonable priced maps for really like a lot. So thank you, David Hemingway on Roll20 for all the cool stuff that you make.
And
Hell yeah.
thanks, David. So yeah, we'll be back same time next week, 8:30. Thank you guys for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next time.
Real quick, one more. Like I said before, I want to shout out everyone who's in the chat. So thank you, another TV viewer, Electrical Longboard, Gandalf the Babe, Pinks Ya, and Zane Kyber. Thanks for watching. We love you all.
I love the name Pinks Ya.
Right?
I liked Kuiper.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.